Thank you, Daniel, and appreciate everybody attending. As Daniel said, my name is Jeff Abel, Principal Packaging Engineer. I've been in packaging, food, and pharmaceutical manufacturing for 30 years. A number of various assignments in operations, package engineering, R&D, and other types of management. So I come from a various background, or a variety of different positions. So today, before we get to the topic, just a little bit, if this works. Oh, there we go. Adept Packaging and Adept LLC, not just a group of packaging engineers working projects on packaging implementation or project management, but really from design to delivery, a number of different value optimization opportunities, from strategy, marketing, research, implementation, near and dear to my heart, and procurement, even business process outsourcing, all those new items that are out there today. Adept stays up to date with what is the latest, and is a good place to go if your business needs some value optimization work. All right. So before I go into SKU rationalization and tell you what the heck this SKU rationalization term is, I want to talk an overview of cost savings, productivity. Now, don't know about all of you who are attending. There are a number of packaging engineers who get to work on innovations, new products, and other fun and exciting projects. Then there are the rest of us who work saving the corporation money. We work on how to squeeze costs out of packaging materials and their processes. It is often tedious and even unpopular within the organization. Those of us who have experienced this knows what it feels like to walk into a production plant and see those glaring eyeballs leveled at us. Anyway, it is the reality. It is our reality as engineers and as manufacturing or packaging engineers, so that organizations don't resort to other painful cost-cutting measures. So what are the more popular types of cost savings measures that engineers utilize? Okay, specification optimization. What this really means is reducing materials within a structure to optimize or save costs. That means, reducing polymer weight thickness, reducing paperboard caliper strength. This type of work is very tricky because saving money in one area often results in higher costs in other areas if we are not careful. I will discuss later how SKU rationalization can minimize this precarious situation. Where you see this bring in the most benefits are items that were previously specified either by vendors or groups other than packaging engineering. In other words, people who have small businesses or people who spec'd out brand new items didn't really look or care much about what the costs were, but wanted to get this out on the market, and then opportunities for looking at cost reduction come later. The other was reduced package or blank size. This area is fraught with peril because significant changes in package size requires changing, updating SKU numbers and affecting the retail shelf presence, excuse me. Any actual finished product size change requires almost total organizational alignment to succeed, because the size of the package and how it presents itself is so important. Where packaging engineers often work on in this area is material size reduction that doesn't affect the finished product size. Examples are flap size reduction, seal area reduction, fin width reduction. This can be perilous as well, and mainly because it reduces the margin for error in most operations. Next is eliminate unnecessary packaging. And in this growth of e-commerce these days, this has really become more prevalent. How many people here who are listening to me right now, all 17 or plus of you, have received packages from Amazon or other places and opened a box within a box within a box? All right. And there are many, many packages that are overspecified. And understood one presentation that talked about you don't need a shelf ready or shelf present package, display package in an e-commerce box. Don't need that. And then the last one, and I saved this for last, bid new suppliers. And this is one that I've experienced way too many times. And the situation often is a procurement group bids out some area of packaging, some packaging item or group of items, and then bring the packaging engineers to execute the qualifying the new supplier. The problem is what is currently being run at the plant and what was bid can often be two totally separate items. If the bid information, if the information going into the bid process is not complete or is inaccurate, it really causes a lot of problems and really causes lengthening out the qualification or requiring a new bid process to take place. So those are the more common types of cost savings methods. What I will talk about now is this strange term called SKU rationalization. What is SKU rationalization? So I looked on the internet and received many hits on this search for SKU rationalization, and pretty much virtually all of them have to deal with finished goods. There are many companies out there that are very happy to go in and help companies help them figure out which products are not performing, which they can consolidate out and stuff like that. And the definition that really presented itself more often is SKU rationalization is a process by which merchants determine if a particular product is kept on the shelf or if it should be discontinued based on profitability. You can read the rest, but it really deals with merchants and items on a shelf. So retail, consumer products companies, people like that. So what I did is I took that verbiage and presented my own definition, which is a process of reducing the number of packaging SKUs through dimensional and finished package characteristic evaluation. Not that I think it'll find itself in Webster's dictionary or anywhere else, but that's what I have. So let's talk through this a little bit. What are the benefits of SKU rationalization? SKU rationalization can reduce costs through the consolidation of suppliers, fewer structures or sizes. So cost reduction, which really results in better buying power. And of course, our procurement group going out and rebidding these consolidating items to new suppliers. Reduced inventory. So many companies I worked with struggle with storing materials, incoming materials, do not have enough room, have to use trailers in the parking lot, have to work with their vendor suppliers to hold on to inventory for them. So consolidation really works to reduce inventory and help with better warehouse utilization. When we reduce the number of packaging SKUs or sizes, then the people in the warehouse don't have to store as many different SKUs, and they can utilize the warehouse much better. So that helps our fine people in the storage and warehouse group. For the operations group, it could result in fewer, easier changeovers. And really, if you have multiple plants and they're filling similar, same items, but have different sizes, you can have better asset utilization, consolidate your manufacturing processes, and have easier scheduling.